What's going on, guys? We're on to Let Me Entertain You. This is closing out side one of this Queen jazz album. Let Me Entertain You was written by Mercury, directed towards the audience. The line "will sing to you" in Japanese is a reference to May's Teo Toriate from A Day at the Races. The song also contains a reference to their tour manager, Jerry Stickles, with the line, "Hey, if you need a fix, if you want a high, Stickles will see to that." And then on the very next line, Mercury mentions Queen's record labels at the time, Elektra and EMI, with the line, "With Elektra and EMI, we'll show you where it's at." The idea of a guitar riff in Parallel 6 was reused later in the innuendo track, The Hitman. Okay, cool. Yeah, again, I have done this one before, so we'll see how much I remember. All right, let's get to it. Bam. See how they came into with this part as opposed to just kept doing what they were already doing? That's like a difference in writing styles between like Freddie Mercury and the last song we just heard, you know? I'll pull you and I'll pill you, a cruella de vil, and to thrill you I'll use any device. The bass of this song is just like a riff rock song, right? That's how it starts out. Yeah, like all this is like straight up just riff rock, right? If you need a fix, if you want to hide, Stickles will see to that. With Elektra and DMI, we'll show you where it's at. So come on, let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Yeah, jam-packed 3 minutes. Yeah, this is a good song. Yeah, it's cool. That's a cool song. Jam-packed 3 minutes. Just all kinds of things happening. And a lot of it is very basic. You know, like easy. Like I said, it's like, it starts out as just riff rock, right? This could be a Sabbath riff. Could be a Sabbath riff. Totally could be. You know, it's like that kind of thing. And again, because of all the changes, the jam-packedness in 3 minutes, that's definitely a Freddie Mercury style writing. Absolutely a Freddie Mercury style writing. Where kind of like the last song, it would probably be more kind of like squared off, a little bit more riding the cliches as opposed to using them and kind of like doing something different with them. That's more like this. Because again, like I can hear like, oh yeah, this could easily be a Sabbath riff, but what they do with it, and then how they kind of break away from, they like utilize that, but then they break away from it and do their thing with it. Doom, 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 right? All that is still also very basic, right? It's not difficult, but it's arrangement. And that's also what's going to keep you right here. You know, I talk about this, right? All that stuff is going to keep you right there. So even if it's things that sound familiar, that when things sound familiar to you, that I think we've even talked about that on this Queen journey, that just kind of helps find your audience, because it's a language, right? And when you're speaking in certain language that people understand, those people are going to be like, oh yeah, I dig this. I get this. Yeah, I like this. That's what I'm looking for. As opposed to if it's something that's just completely different and not something that people normally hear or whatever. And again, that could be a different language. That it could be like jazz or something like that. And that's going to turn some people off because they're just not going to get it. Whereas other people are going to hear it and be like, oh yeah, I really like this. This is cool. This is my vibe, that kind of thing. So this is very much a rocking tune with their kind of, theatrical elements, for lack of a better phrase. But you know what I'm saying, because they're just like that. That's just how Queen is, right? And also just Freddie's writing style is very much just the starts and stops and the taking these small little, small in time. It could be like 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, but making it a moment, right? But just doing that and then doing it again and then doing it again and then doing it again and then doing it again, and they're back to back to back to back to back to back. That's the song. That's how it's like. That's how he's making the song, and that's what's keeping you right here. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. I did remember a lot of it. Very cool. Okay, that's side one. I think side one is pretty solid. Pretty solid. I think the one that I wasn't into is If You Can't Beat 'Em. And again, going with what I was saying, sorry to be a dead horse. It's like you throw in these Deacon Taylor songs and it's like hit or miss, and it just throws off the record. Just throws it off. I can't help but think that. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. But that's just what's happening. So anyways. Alright, up next, side 2. This is a Dead on Time. So side 2, I don't know any of except for Don't Stop Me Now, which is a really good song. I really like that one. I do know that one. Look at that. A Mercury song. Incredible. Yeah, it's a great one. Okay, so side 2 coming up next. See you then.